My name is Zachary Belcher. Today I'm interviewing the owner of Mike's Liquor and Beer Barn, Mr. Michael Rainey. So we're going to start off with just some questions just about the startup of your business. So what made you decide to open up Mike's Liquor and Beer Barn?
Well, I'm the second owner. The original owner opened in 1957 and decided to close in 2004. I was vice president of Bell South, state of Florida, and retired and decided my name was Mike. It was a good fit. I'd been in the bar business before. I knew a lot about alcohol sales. Took an opportunity here, made a large investment to totally remodel the store and add liquor. Here we are today.
That sounds awesome. I mean, it looks like the business is going really well. So a little bit about the business plan. How did you decide on the legal business structure such as proprietorship and corporation, as well as how much time, money, and planning did it take before you were able to open the business?
Well, like I said, I've been in the bar business before. I understand liquor liability laws. We became a Renegade Management LLC, corporation, liability corporation, in 2006. And under Renegade Management, Tallahassee lies the DBA of Mike's Liquor and Beer Barn. The investment for a facility like this, the last liquor license sold in Leon County for just above $600,000. Mine was significantly less 8 years ago. As I was saying, the liquor licenses these days are north of $500,000, $600,000 range, if there was one available, but there are none available currently in Leon County because they're based on population. They're just at their maximum liquor licenses. So the investment into the business itself, excluding the initial purchase of alcohol, was just under $500,000, $400,000 range. You have to decide, once you decide how much you buy and spend, you have to, in your business plan, you have to decide how are you going to pay it off. You have to run many different formulas to see what your monthly payments would be over, let's say, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Obviously, I started this business a little late in life, so I set my goal of total payoff in 10 years. We're following that goal. We're in our 8th year, 9th year rather, and hopefully to be debt free in 18 months.
That's awesome to hear. So you talked about the licensing requirements, and you talked about how much it takes to start up the business. So how did you obtain that startup capital?
Well, first of all, you have to just, over your lifetime, you build up a credit rating, credit history. Like I said before, I've owned multiple pieces of real estate, rental condos here in town. I own a bar, Clyde's and Costello's, a very prominent bar in downtown Tallahassee. And over the years, you make relationships with bankers. You stay with your same banker as long as he stays with you. And when it's time for the big time, they generally will work with you.
Okay. So going with like the personal and human resource of your business, I know theft is often an issue. How do you handle that, and what do you think some of the most important quality of your employees are to prevent that?
Well, as you know, Zach, we have about 20 employees here. We're a small business. The first thing we teach is employee safety. That's much more important than someone stealing a bottle of liquor. You have to be alert. You have to, when the door opens, the buzzer goes off, you have to greet your customer and make sure that it's going to be a good contact. Theft is a problem. We're in an area that sometimes we have people come in town from the bus station and don't realize that we have zero tolerance for theft. You build a reputation there also, as if you get caught stealing, you go to jail. We don't cut any slack. 100% of the time, you are going to be arrested.
Right. So going on with your about your family life, How has owning this business impacted your family? And so do you plan to pass the business on to your children? And if they refuse to take the business, what will you do?
Well, how did it affect my family? I was, like I said, a lobbyist for Bell South for 34 years. So I was gone constantly either to the Capitol here or to Washington, D.C. to represent Bell South before Congress. So being away from my family is nothing unusual. I have a great wife and great son. My plan is that my son, Michael Jr., wants the business. He's worked in the business since he was 13 years old. He's a junior in college. And, as soon as he finishes, he's ready to take it over.
So hopefully that all works out. So during this business, what's the worst experience that you've had while operating it?
Altercations with drunk, intoxicated customers that resulted in bodily harm or being broken into. We've been broken into twice. The first time I was inside the building, we got broken into. It was not pleasant. We had to hold a guy at gunpoint.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So you told me a little about your professional background. Is there anything more that you want to tell me about it that you left out and that you feel is necessary to talk about that set up this business?
Well, anytime you move up the ladder in a large corporation, you learn about finances. Anytime you assist in public policy for a state or for a nation, whether it be before Congress or before the state legislature, you learn about laws. I've had a great life. It's been a great experience. I hope it continues for a very long time. I enjoy this so much because I come to work, as you can see, in blue jeans and a Columbia shirt. I no longer have to wear a coat and tie. I'm no longer on my feet on the Capitol floors. So this is a 180-degree difference to what I was used to before. Absolutely, very charming. Plus, I've met a lot of good kids. I've probably had over 300 people work for me. 99% of them from FSU, FAMU, or TCC, and I've met some great people. I hope that I have been able to help them learn how to run a business and the important things in life are not always just partying and having fun.
Definitely. I think that's something that you've taught all of us while we've been working here. That works like a priority. So to wrap this up, if there's one thing you could change about the way you operate this business, what would you change?
I would be bigger. We've outgrown our location, but we've been here since 1957, so we're not about to move our location. It's times, especially during sporting events, we're simply overwhelmed with the amount of business, and we're thankful for that. But perhaps I would have made an annex into the existing building prior to opening.
Interesting. Do you think that the income of the business would have changed dramatically if you had done so?
I don't know that the income would have been any better. I just think that I would be able to slow the process down, and by slowing the process down, perhaps we get better customer service.
Okay, gotcha. So the final question to wrap up this interview: if there's any advice that you could give to someone starting up their own business, what would it be?
Have a great business plan. Follow your business plan, even when it looks like it's not going to work, because you have low points and high points in your business. So you've got to continue down the path that you started. And you're not a loser if there's not enough money in the bank to cash your personal paycheck. Because many a time I've had 10 or 12 of my own paychecks in the drawer because I chose to buy additional product rather than cash my checks. So get a plan, stick by a plan. If the plan is doomed and it looks like it's headed to failure, don't ride it into the dust. Make changes in it. Try new alternatives.
Okay, it's perfect. That concludes our interview. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.